right, welcome back to the Press Box. West Blinka with Mike Foreman. Week 4 of the playoffs, 4 teams left in our area.
That's right. It went from 10 to 4, and it's getting down to either semifinal or quarterfinal time.
Yeah, I hit upon a couple of teams that got knocked out last week. Calhoun, they went down 31-30 in the Alamo Dome. Close game. They were down 31-10 at one point. Fought all the way back 31-30. Missed the extra point. Still had 6 minutes to come back. Just couldn't get it going. Couldn't overcome that.
Yeah, tough loss for them. First time in a while they've been that deep in the playoffs, and I know they were hoping to take the next step and get to the quarterfinals, but that's what happens. You get that level. I mean, you have to play almost not perfect, but you can't make very many mistakes.
Yeah. Industrial, they lost. Shiner, they're gone. El Campo, they're knocked out too. But
right.
Refugio, they're still in there.
Right. Refugio's still going, still undefeated. Of course, the team they play this week, Blanco, is also undefeated.
Yeah, Blanco's 13-0 coming in this one. Talked to Coach Herring a little bit. Let's go to that tape real fast. All right, here in Refugio, going up against Blanco, 13-0. What's going to be the challenge these guys are going to present to Refugio?
Well, God, they're going to try to control the ball and control the line of scrimmage and keep our offense off the field. So it's going to be real important for our defense to get some stops. We've got to get some stops and get the ball back and get on the field offensively to have a chance. In any playoff game, we're going to have to do a great job with the kicking game and turnovers. Usually turnovers decide these kind of games.
Okay. Y'all won 3 playoff games so far, so defense must be playing pretty well.
Yeah, they really are. I'm real pleased where the team's at right now. We've probably given up a lot of yards, but we're kind of a bend but don't break type defense. East Pinar was averaging 42 points a game, and we held them to half that output of 20. So I feel like as long as we continue to play like that, we got a chance.
Okay, and what's it going to be like for these guys playing the Alamo Dome, you think?
I think it's going to be awesome. It's a chance of a lifetime for the kids. It'll be my first game in the Dome, so we're real excited. What I'm most excited about is for the first time this year, I don't even have to look at the weather forecast because usually I'm a nervous wreck about wind and rain and all that since we throw it so much. So this is a real blessing this week to be able to concentrate on football and not have to worry about Mother Nature.
Okay. Coming in a big game against Blanco, what do you think you guys are going to have to do to beat a team that's with 13-0 right now?
We'll just keep doing what we're doing, air it out. And we got a running game too, we can run. But we're probably going to air it out. That's what we do best.
Okay. Why have you guys been successful throwing the ball this year?
Well, we got a quarterback, he's doing pretty good. He just gets us the ball, keep it up.
All right, so pretty exciting time for those guys. Come from a small South Texas town. They're going to play where the San Antonio Spurs used to play. It has to be exciting for that town.
Right. Even though Refugio's used to going deep in the playoffs, playing in some big stadiums, it's always exciting to go somewhere like the Alamo Dome where they hold the Alamo Bowl. A lot of college teams play there. It's a great atmosphere and a great place to watch a game.
Yeah, maybe not as famous as a place as Alamo Dome, but the Palace on Palmer and Round Rock, Cuero, they'll be playing there this week.
Right. Cuero actually makes its first appearance there since it played in the semifinals a few years back against Palestine, and they won there, so it's good memories. They're going to face a tough Waco La Vega team, though. Very big, very physical, and also very fast.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people probably wondering, is the running back Trent Jackson, is he going to be back?
Well, what we understand is Trent will play this week. He was held out last week. I think he probably could have played against La Feria, but they were cautious. They held him out, and he should be ready to go against La Vega.
Okay, Victoria, they'll be hosting a game this week. Ganado,
right.
Marching on.
Marching on. How about Ganado? I mean, the only team left in that district, finishes third in that district, and will play the team Fall City that defeated Burton, which Ganado also beat in district play. So that should be a good matchup. Those teams should be pretty evenly matched, and coming into that game, I'd say Ganado is on a little roll, and so isn't Fall City. So Ganado actually will be the visiting team. It's kind of interesting in that game. Coach Robbie told me the only way that Fall City would agree to play here is if Ganado would be the visiting team. So he said, okay, we'll be the visitors.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to probably hurt them too
much.
No,
I mean, it's just one of those little things in playoff negotiations that happen.
Okay, I think what they need to probably do is create turnovers. Again, they've done that all year. Did it last week, too, so it should be pretty interesting.
One thing Coach Robbie talked to me about is their special teams. They've been very successful on special teams. He said he put a couple of really quick and fast guys on the end, and they've been doing a good job of getting down the field and either stopping them right away to get field position or creating some turnovers.
Okay, and shift over to Tier 3, Rice Consolidated.
Yeah, Rice is on a roll. You know that they went undefeated for the first time in school history, and this week they're going to try to advance to a state final for the first time in school history. They've never gone beyond the semifinals, which they went last year in Division II. This year it's Division I, but they have a tough task at hand against a Kirbyville team, which I think a lot of people at the beginning of the year picked to win it all. So Rice is going to need another big performance from Foster, who had 306 yards rushing last week in his win over George West.
Yeah, it should be a pretty interesting week. On a selfish note, I know we both want our teams to keep going, so we can keep going. Yeah. So should be pretty good.
Yeah, you always want to be playing around Christmas time. You know, it's an achievement if you make it to Thanksgiving, but making it to around Christmas is a real bonus.
Okay. Another aspect of the press box is highlights. We're encouraging coaches and fans to send in clips. You can either do this by sending us a URL from YouTube or bringing us a physical copy. Our address here is 311 East Constitution in Victoria.